tell you straight up, I haven't read a book since I was in 5th grade or 4th grade, and by the time they're a sophomore, that is a travesty.
There has been kind of a trend where kids aren't recreationally reading like they used to. You've got other things that draw away for their attention, as we all know.
When you ask a student, do you like to read? They're pretty hesitant, and the answer is more along the lines of, not really, I don't like to read. But if you ask a student, what would you like to read if I gave you a choice? Does that make it better? And the interest level goes up from there, which is a really good sign. And that's why the choice piece is first and foremost in our strategy for teaching ELA.
The choice is over and over again something that they want and something that motivates them, just to get them re-engaged with not only choosing a book, but reading something that they're interested in, realizing that there's a book out there for everybody.
And it's kind of a monumental task, but we've got a lot of strategies that we're trying, including book speed dating, which is the activity that we did last Friday.
And we got a selection of different books for each genre and set that up, and JoAnna decorated everything beautifully. And we had fresh flowers, we had table decorations.
So all of our students were in the multipurpose room and they were shopping for books and any one of 8 tables.
She broke it up into 8 categories, and as a public librarian, what I did was gathered books for her. Dystopian, sports, nonfiction. We had fairy tales and folk tales. Lots of different things that maybe to introduce teens to books that they never thought they'd be interested in, but maybe by seeing them, actually looking at them, reading the description about them, it would inspire them to say, hey, maybe I would like this.
Lots of different choices. We just wanted to put as many different titles under their noses as possible to hopefully generate some interest.
Like a real speed dating event, we would set a timer, and there was a process for them to look at information in the book and try to decide if they wanted to date that book.
It is more of an interview process to see what they're interested in and try to connect them to a book that's going to grab their attention.
We pick 2 books from each table. We look at the genres, the pages. We go through some paragraphs.
We get to just read the front and back cover of them and just get a better understanding of what genre we think fits best.
We write specifics, like descriptions about the book that we've seen, and then we rate the actual book.
I think that Mrs. Studer giving us the opportunity to just choose our own genre and choose our own books, it'll make it a lot more fun. Prior reads, it's not very entertaining because we have to read what the teacher's giving us. And I think just having the freedom to pick our own book is a lot better than that.
The next step is going to be for students to select the one book that they'd like to move forward with. Over the next week, they're going to be making requests from the library. They will spend some time reading the book. We will try to gauge how long it will take them to read the book, and from there, they are going to set some reading goals for themselves.
We have been working with them to generate to-be-read lists, TBR lists, and so in theory, once they're going on this, they should have another book lined up that they can read when they're done with their first one.
But making that more of an enjoyable experience is hopefully going to inspire kids, make them look at books not as a doldrum thing, as something they have to do, but something maybe they want to do.
I got to read the David Goggins, the front and back of the David Goggins book, and I think I might be interested in reading a few of his books. I know he has about 3, and yeah, I think I could read those books.